All right, so welcome everyone. See people coming on now. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
Bill. Good to see you.
Sharon.
Good to see you, Bill.
Hello.
So we'll just take a moment to let people come on. Let's see, Sharon coming on. Dee is on. Thank you, Garth, for running the technical end of things. All right, so just a brief introduction. So this is the Raising Our Vibration Meditation Practice Group on Humanities Team platform. And so thank you to Humanities Team for hosting us here. And our idea, if we have participation and people want to, is for this to be an every Thursday evening event in the US. For Stephen in Asia and Japan, it's Friday morning. But for those of us in the US, it'll be Thursday evenings at this 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So if this is something that you enjoy and you'd like to participate on a regular basis, we will do that as we are told yes by participation. So welcome to everyone who's joined us tonight. And if everyone would mute your audio for the moment. At the end, we will have time to share experiences and to ask questions and that kind of thing. So again, welcome tonight. I'm going to be guiding the meditation. This meditation is called Rest in Being. So for those of you who joined us for the Inner Secret Live program here on Humanities Team, which we did in the month of December, I'm going to begin the meditation using all the cues that we taught you in that live program. And if you want to review that program, it is on Humanities Stream. So you can review those 4 hours that we recorded in December. And we also have short practice segments for the Inner Secret that are also on the stream. So that's a great way to practice on an ongoing basis the foundations of the meditations we'll be doing. And if you haven't done that before, it's a nice way to really get a good grounding in the type of meditation that Stephen and I will guide you here. So tonight's meditation is called Rest in Being. And let's move right into that now. So find yourself a comfortable seat. And a good seat height puts your hips level with or just above your knees. And I'm going to recommend that people are sitting in a chair with their feet firmly on the ground. But if you have a meditation practice where you sit cross-legged or lotus or half lotus, you can certainly do that as well. So find a comfortable upright seat and just kind of take a moment to settle into your seat. It would become present in your seat. And then I'm going to suggest that you cup your hands, palms cupped in your lap, with the tips of your thumbs touching lightly. So if that's comfortable for you, rest your hands, palms cupped in your lap, with the tips of your thumbs touching lightly. And then lightly close your eyes. And just take a moment to check in inside and notice how you feel right now. And if you could describe that feeling in a word, a phrase, or an image, what would that be? What's your inner feeling state? Now call to mind your intention for your practice. Why is this important to you? And consider dedicating your practice to the well-being of all beings. So our practice is not just for us, it's for our collective consciousness. And now focus down into the feeling of contact between the soles of your feet and the ground. Or if you're sitting cross-legged, focus down into your contact with your seat. So feel that sensation of contact with the ground. Feel the grounded presence of the earth underneath you. Feel that support, that firm support of the earth. Allow your feet and your toes to soften and relax. Feel as if they're melting down into that grounded presence of the earth. Feel that grounded presence up through your legs, through your hips, into your lower abdomen. Focus into your palms and your fingers. Awaken sensory awareness here in your hands. Allow your hands to soften and relax, as if they are melting down into your legs. Soften and relax your hands even more. So they feel soft, open, and light, like cottony clouds floating in the clear blue sky. As your hands relax, allow your arms and your shoulders to relax down, releasing any tension in your neck and your shoulders. Imagine a string attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright and giving you a feeling of awakened clarity rising up from your tailbone, up through your spine, up through the core of your body, and through the top of your head. And notice that feeling of awakened clarity rising up through your spine. And if at any point you get too relaxed in the meditation, you might check in with your upright spine and feel that energy rising up through your spine. Notice how an upright spine makes you feel more present, more intentional, more awake and empowered. You might even feel a sense of tingling at the top of your head as your spine is drawn upright. Now tuck your chin just slightly, gently lengthening the back of your neck. Rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth with the tip of your tongue on the gum line behind your upper front teeth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Softening your tongue is a wonderful cue for relaxation. And smile. A smile of appreciation and gratitude for this time to simply be, to rest in being. Allow this feeling of smiling to relax your eyes. Release any tension from your eyebrows and your forehead. Allow this feeling of smiling to wash down through your whole body. Saturating every cell with warm, smiling, positive energy. Feel every cell open up. Communicate with every other cell and radiate pure positive energy. And now tune in to your lower abdomen and feel the sensations of breathing here. As you breathe in, notice the subtle expansion of your lower abdomen. And as you breathe out, notice the subtle relaxation inwards of your abdomen. As you breathe in, feel as if your pelvic bowl fills up with your breath. As you breathe out, the energy in your breast travels to every cell. Breathe in a feeling of calm. And breathe out a feeling of happiness to every cell. Enjoy the gentle rhythm of your breath. Breathing in, filling up, feeling calm. Breathe out, emptying out, feeling happiness. And if at any point your mind wanders, that's okay. Simply recognize what your mind has wandered off to. Gently release that and return to following the sensations of breathing in your lower abdomen. Breathing in calm and breathing out happiness through all your cells. And now let go of breathing and feel your body as a whole from the inside. Feel the entire space inside your skin. Feel your inner space together with the space all around as one space. One vast open space. Open to a felt sense of being. Simply being. A felt sense of simply being. Are there any boundaries to this felt sense of being? Does this felt sense of being begin or end? And now see if it's possible, instead of resting in being, to rest as being. Rest as being itself. As being. Is anything lacking? Is there anything special you need to do to be? Is this felt sense of being familiar? Is it something you've always known? Rest as being. simply being. No need to do anything. Simply be. Peaceful. At ease. Simply being. This vast, boundless, timeless sense of being. Rest as being. Being aware. Dimensionless. Boundless. Timeless. If anything arises, any thought, feeling, memory, sensation, is it possible to simply feel them as expressions of being itself? Activity of being itself, arising and dissolving from and into being. There is only being. Rest as being. vast, boundless, dimensionless, timeless. Still, silent, spacious. Simply being. Peaceful, at ease. Now feel the inner space of your body. Within this vast space of being, as an expression of this vast space of being. Being aware of itself here, now. And record this felt sense of being in every cell, simply being. So you remember it. Carry it with you. Share it with others. And can return to this felt sense of being anytime. Very slowly begin to open your eyes. And be aware of the felt sense of being with your eyes open. So there's no difference, eyes open or eyes closed. Simply being. Being aware of itself. In all its diverse forms. And notice how you feel now. If you could sum this up in a word, phrase, or an image, what would this be? Take this felt sense of being with you wherever you go. Then return to it anytime you need. Thank you for your practice. So take a moment just to settle and allow that experience to integrate. And if you want to take any notes on your experience, if there was anything, any insight that came to you, anything you want to remember, maybe jot that down. And we have some time to share experiences, to ask any questions. So we welcome that.
Thank you, Kevin. This was a profound experience.
Thank you, Debbie.
I like to share that I turned off my camera. There was a little distraction, but I was processing some trauma during this meditation. It took me back to, not to show my age or anything, but the turn of the century when I was in rehab. And at that time, I had the same peaceful, resting feeling when I read the books, Conversations with God. In fact, I left the whole series behind at St. Vincent's de Paul, and I hope that many other patients read them. Meanwhile, the song from Lenny Kravitz, "We Have to Raise Our Vibration," came to mind, and I thought, wow, I sure would have liked to have this experience back then, and I hope our young people will. And thank you as always. It's a blessing, Stephen and Kevin.
Oh,
I'm grateful for this experience.
Thank you, Debbie. And so appropriate that you would bring that up with this being on Humanities Team platform, since Neil Donald Walsh is a founder of this platform. So let's see. Sharon. Sharon, did you have a question or want to share your experience? I see your hand is up, if that was intentional. So if you want to ask, just unmute. Or you can write in the chat also. Anyone else?
Yeah, I really appreciate that. It was beautifully worded, and I like your the well-being for all beings. Very, I guess it's suited where I've been today, in well-being with all beings. So I did some work this morning. It was for all beings. Totally different. It was followed kind of the Reiki movements. But very wonderful. I appreciate it. There are your line you used, and I jotted it down without trying to get sidetracked in it. But there are only beings. I just wondering if you could bring that into focus for me a little more.
So there is only being. So if you're resting in this open felt sense of being where there's no boundaries, there's no beings in a sense, there's just being, right?
Yeah.
And then you're noticing how beings or thoughts or experiences arise from that, right? So there's no separation. It's like waves in an ocean. If being is the ocean, then individuality or a thought or an experience is a wave in that ocean of being. Yeah, so that's the cue, was there's only being, just so you have a sense of that open, vast, boundless, timeless, dimensionless origin. And then everything arises within and from that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's because I guess today, for some reason, I seem to be in a lot of there's very much awareness of the separateness in being that we experience at times in our world.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I experienced that today, so I was looking for something to just be present in the present state of being, nothing else but being.
Yeah,
The separateness ceased to exist, and there was only the state of being.
Yes.
In fact, I felt a very timelessness in the session. At ease with and we came to the end, I felt very at ease with the being state of simply being, nothing else but being. So yeah, it was nice. Very well. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stephen, anything you want to add?
Well, Kevin and everybody, thank you. I'm always aware of the extraordinary collective presence, even with both the group that's present here, and if you're listening to us later on, that you're also part of this collective presence. And that when we're resting like that in being, and we're resting in that vastness together, there's a collective sense of that gentle, open allowing. And it is very simple to say it. That when we're resting as being, we are simply being together, being one. In fact, we all sense into that beingness as one, as a group. And when we're all resting in being, just as Debbie highlighted, that there's a really profound sense of rest that comes. And then everything that arises from that ocean of being is we rest and recognize. We simply rest and recognize that everything that arises, every experience that we have, is simply unfolding. We allow those experiences to unfold naturally and spontaneously within being. And I always find that essence so very profound, and it always seems to that essence, or that harmony, that tranquility that we share together, always seems magnified by the fact that we're doing this as one together simultaneously in those very moments of being. So I'm always present to that, the beauty of our collective presence and our collective ocean, if we can call it that there is a really beautiful collective ocean that's present, that touches each of our hearts when we're so profoundly guided like you did, Kevin. It's always a very rich and deep experience. For me, I always call it sitting in the lap of luxury, because I get to sit and be present with guidance as well. It's just so beautiful. So thank you to all of you for being the oceans of vastness and presence and being, and that really is a true. And then as you go about your day, our activities arise from that space of being. Our activities arise with that sense of tranquility and serenity and peace. So I'm always very present to that. And just that same reminder that Kevin and I often give is bring this to mind often during your day. Just pause, come back to that same gentle, restful, open, allowing and being of whatever's present. Just simply doing that often, first thing when you get up, last thing when you go to bed at night. Just simply bringing that sense of just resting and allowing whatever's present to be present. That simple moment allows everything to arise and unfold spontaneously, just like waves in the ocean. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody. And thank you for your pure and gracious hearts, because that's what I can feel as we sit in such beauty together.
Beautiful. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, a couple wonderful points there. One is just what a difference it makes when we simply allow things to be as they are. Is how much of our day are we caught up in thinking things should be different than they are, or I should be different than I am, or you should be different than you are, or they should be different than they am, or this circumstance should be different. And what if instead we simply are open to how we are, how things are? And just in that peace and that clarity, then natural response, a very natural, peaceful response to how things are arises. And what a difference that makes in our world. And the other thing, as you highlighted, is the power of collective practice and gathering like this. So if you do enjoy this, if you would like us to continue with these Thursday evenings, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, raising our vibration meditation practice group sessions, I'll let Humanities team know and respond, and watch the replay and respond and let them know that this is something you'd like to see more of and participate in. We'd love to have you join us each week here. So Sharon has given us a thumbs up on that one. Debbie says, yes, I look forward to joining. And Dee has said, thank you for this beautiful program. So on those notes, thank you very much. Have a wonderful week. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for your presence. And
Thank you.
for now.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Much love to you all.